Made it to Friday. We made it to Friday. Baby, just want to give you a brief update. Kids had a summative test, their first real test. Some kids did really, really well, and some kids didn't. So with that said, the ones who didn't, in certain classes, I said, baby, that is unacceptable. So I gave certain classes, because it was more than 50% that didn't do well. And so therefore you call that a reteach retest when you have more than 50%. So for those classes, yes. So I said, let me try something else. I'm going to read the test. I'm going to enunciate the test. I'm going to sing the words on the test. Maybe even rap a few. The grades were much better. But sadly, I cannot sing, rap, enunciate anything on the star. But I wanted to see if the comprehension was at least there. And it was. Very, very happy with the new results. Very, very happy. I couldn't have those babies go out like that. No. I could not. And the results, everybody showed growth. Mostly everybody passed. There were a few stragglers who didn't pass, like 2 or 3, but they showed growth. And so I was really happy with that. You know, if you're putting in the effort, I'm gonna put in extra effort. I'm not gonna let you go down. But if you ain't trying and you ain't, baby. So anyway, with that said, I just want you to know the grades. We have 1 more week. October 1st, my birthday. Anyway, another year older, another gray hair I need to cover up, child. So, you know I'll talk a long time. So I don't want to hold y'all up because it's Friday and I want to get up out of here. So, the kids do have another assignment. A few kids handed theirs in. I booked the computer lab for 3 days. So, therefore, if someone doesn't have internet at home or access to a computer, they had 3 days in the computer. I haven't been in my classroom in 3 days. They had an opportunity to finish that activity in the computer lab. They had an opportunity to do it with the partner. They had an opportunity to do it with 3 or 4 partners where they could have divided and conquered. You do these 5 questions, I'm going to do these 5, you do this 5. Could have been done like that. Read the story. Read the poem, The Flight of Icarus and Icarus's Flight, in the textbook. It's also in the online textbook, HMH Ed. So there's multiple ways to get to the textbook, even if you didn't have it. And one of the things that I talked about before, oh, I don't have time. It should not have taken 3 days to do this activity, especially if you were with a group. I have a few people who did the assignment by themselves, already submitted it. So anyway, with that said, that's due at midnight. I'm not going to budge on that one. It's due at midnight. 3 days, each day after midnight. It's late, 10 days, business days, of course. And then after the 3rd day, will not be accepted. I mean, come on. What more can I do? So, in that project, they're supposed to create Google Slides based on the story. All the information is in the textbook. And so they read it, paraphrase it, and create a little slide based on the questions that are in the challenge, which is in the assignment area of Schoology. They click on it, download a copy, all the questions, everything that goes into the Google presentation is in the challenge, and they make a copy of themselves for themselves. So with that said, that's due. When they're done with that, and this next thing is not due until Wednesday, we already learned about simple and compound sentences. So it's yet another challenge to test how much they know and to further familiarize themselves with simple and compound sentences. Then we're going to do compound complex sentences. So we just keep upping the ante, you know, but we went over this, so now I'm reinforcing. So it's a fun little activity that they're to submit, and they have until Wednesday. The reason that I have them doing the Google slides for the flight of Icarus and Icarus's flight is not busy work. It is to make sure they read the story and the poem, they understand the story in the poem on Greek mythology, the elements of myths. What are some of the things that you're going to find in any myth? Because the next test will have Greek mythology in it. So I want them to have a strong foundation to work with before the next summative, which is Thursday and Friday. We're giving them 2 days to take the test. So if someone doesn't do the work up front, they're not going to do so well on a test because we're preparing them for the test. The story will be different, but some of the elements that we're learning in the flight of Icarus and Icarus's flight will be similar. So that's all I have for you. The slide challenge. And I think that's it. I just wanted to let you know what was going on, what's coming down the pike, because October 1st, we have to have grades in, and it's my birthday. So we have to have our grades in October 1st. So Thursday and Friday, they will be taking a summative. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll be preparing for the next summative. With that said, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'll be traveling tomorrow to see my daughter in Arkansas at college. Ooh, I'm not looking forward to that drive. Ooh, and I have to bake goodies for her and her friends. So I'm already tired just thinking about it. So with that said, if I can do it, these little young kids can do it. Mama is tired, but the show must go on, and it's just amazing when some kids give me the excuse, I don't have time, I can't do this, I can't do that. But hey, it is what it is. Have a good evening, good night, and I will check in with you later. Bye, y'all.